Okay. Testing one, two. Testing one, two, three. Testing. Let me see if this is working. Okay. Yeah. Who is in the house? Who is in the house? Who's in the house? Okay. Is anybody there? Good. Trying to set up. I think I've sent out the link. Ooh. Okay, this is not looking the best it can be. A lot of dropped frames. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, I think we're back now. I think we're back now. I had to switch my connection to make sure everything is good. So good evening, everybody. If you can hear me now, please say something in the chat. I think tonight's going to be a quick one, so that we can just get through with what we need to do today. Try to take a look at the forms. How we doing? How we doing? MRG famous. Good evening. Well, good evening from my side. I don't even know where you are. So, good evening to you. And if you are somewhere where it's not evening, good day. Good day, good day, good day. So, yeah, how have we been? Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the chat. I just want to know if I'm good so that I'm not just maybe talking to myself or, you know. So, I just need some feedback in the chat. If I can get feedback in the chat, then I'll know that I'm good to go and then we can continue. So that'll be fantastic. Okay. Um, happen. Okay. 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 We're good to go. Okay. Fantastic. All I just need is just that one feedback. Thank you so much for letting me know. Okay. Clear. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So how's the week been? How's the week been? How has the month been? Definitely from my end, I can say it's been a busy month. Typically, when I get busy, it's better for my trading. When I say busy, I mean busy outside of trading. Um, so typically when I get busy, it's better for my trading because then I'm not stumped by the pitfall of, checking the charts all the time, entering trades that I'm not supposed to enter or things like that. But this past couple of months, I've been really busy trying to get some stuff set up. So it's been hard to, in fact, it's been hard to get a lot of time to trade. Oh, ah, my boss. Good evening. Okay, well, yeah. Thank you. Nice to have you in the building. So it's been hard to get some time to trade because I've been working on setting up other stuff that can feed trading. But I just felt like, yeah, I've really missed you too, and I've missed the community as well. So I just felt like I should try my best to see if anything at all. In fact, typically what has happened for the past few weeks is that by this time on Saturday, I am super, super exhausted and tired. I can't even, either I'm tired or I'm busy working trying to get some stuff done at that time, so I can't even host a call. But I hope we'll be able to make this regular or at least semi-regular. I'm thinking that if it can't be at night, maybe it can be during the day if that's better for my structure and schedule. If it can't be if it can't be weekly, maybe it can be bi-weekly or monthly or something. But I just know that this has benefited so many people, including myself. And ideally, I would like a situation where it can continue to be weekly so that we have that constant flow of, checking up what's going on with our week, checking where people are having performance issues that we can help one another with. Okay, so let's let's get into, let's see if anybody has sent in stuff right here. Let's see. What's the most recent 121 responses? Let's see. Okay, I think I'll be able to check the dates. Five. And like I've always said, this thing is not it's not for me as much as it's for each and every individual person that does this, because at the end of the day it's just something to help us get into the habit of reviewing our trades, reviewing our performance. Okay. Okay, looks like one person has filled the form today. So reviewing our trades, reviewing our performance, seeing where we can get better for the next week, and where we're doing well and where we can get better. Um, for me, I think one of the things I might have been struggling with lately is actually identifying. Would I say identifying as much as, okay, one, the fact that I've been trading that account that has the news restriction has not allowed me to capitalize on some very good opportunities. So I'm going to restructure my capital um allocation, I'm going to restructure how I trade from this, maybe this week or next month, either of the two. I'm going to restructure it so that I have less restrictions, and then I can now focus on maybe more of self restrictions. And yes, fourth man, if you're still on the call, we actually need to talk. You and I need to talk. I would probably call you as soon as is possible so that I can get one or two bits of advice from you. Um, okay, so that's one thing I've been struggling with. The fact that I've had a restriction, a lot of restriction on the kind of trades I've been able to take has not been the best for me. The fact that I've been busy has not afforded me the opportunity to capitalize on some things. And it is looking like the ones that you take, you know, sometimes the trades that you take will end up hitting SL, the trades that you probably didn't see or you didn't take will end up hitting TP. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not stressing me at all. It's not stressing me at all, because the important thing is to keep improving and keep progressing. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get to reviewing this. This is Denko. Yeah, shout out to Denko. Your consistency is very, 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 very inspiring for me. I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate the fact that you are always, or almost always, because of course you're a human being, but almost always available for this weekly review. If you're not available, you probably send a message or something. So it's beautiful to see. Let's see. USD JPY. This is nice. You had this key level disrespected open close on the 1 hour. That now this liquidity was taken, and then price closed above this on the 1 hour. So you have this what do you call it now? You have this liquidity, internal liquidity here, and price reacted off here. So this should have been a what? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, maybe 1 to 4. This is looking pretty nice. Like pretty nice. So good trade, very good trade. Um, so how many trades? You took 5 trades. You had plus 4 RR. Okay, not bad. What do you do? Well, you studied a lot. Fear of losing because of several losses. That was your key challenge. You perform poorly in risk management. Why? At some point, you lowered your risk to avoid more damage, which didn't help to recover some losing ones. I think this should be ones as in 10ONES. Okay. Okay, that happens. I've spoken about this before. So you guys know that there was this account that was trading. There's this GFT 50K account I've been trading, 50K evaluation account I've been trading past phase one in October last year. And this mo this month, I think, yeah, this month, was it last week? Not this week. Last week, that account in phase two, finally I had my maximum drawdown hit. Or let me just say maybe a few dollars away from it, but practically its maximum drawdown has been hit. So that evaluation is gone. And typically the idea would be, oh, spend a lot of time working on this, you didn't pass the challenge and all of that. For me, I've seen progress regardless of whether that challenge was passed or not. And I didn't reduce my risk size just because I took consecutive losses. I kept on taking the same risk. In fact, it's been down to -9% before, and I still took the same risk, and that risk brought me up a bit. And then I still took some consecutive losses. So losses and wins are part of the game. Of course, there's a tendency to want to review every single loss and say, why did I take this loss? Uh, for me, what I do is if I take a single loss, I don't do a deep dive review. I just look at it. Is this a trade I was supposed to take? And if the answer is yes, then that's all. That's all that needs to be reviewed. But typically, when I take a few losses in a row, I have to go back and revisit what's going on. Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I getting wrong? It might be bias, it might be trade selection, it might be a number of other factors. It could be that maybe I'm chasing price, all of those things that we deal with. It could be impulsive entries and stuff like that. So I just make sure that I am right. I am not taking losses because I am taking trades I'm not supposed to take. For me, that's the most important thing. If I'm taking trades I'm supposed to take, then the losses are nothing to complain about. Because if I take trades that I'm supposed to take and I have wins, I would never complain about my wins. So if I don't complain about my wins, winning trades, I should never complain about my losing trades. If I don't complain about my winning trades, I should never complain about my losing trades if I am doing the right things. So if you have a strategy and according to your strategy, according to your rules, you want to take the same amount of risk every time. If that is your strategy, because when you talk about strategy, there's a reason why that strategy is in place. There's a reason why you came up with those rules. You should have thought through them. You should have seen yourself mentally walk through different scenarios. So for me, I know that if I take, you know, 10, 15 losses in a row, I don't want to reduce my risk because reducing my risk means it's going to take me another, even if I have a winning streak, it's going to take me another, 20, minimum of 20 trades to get back to break even. A lot of times, if you reduce your risk, if you have taken 10 losses in a row or 15 losses in a row, let's assume that's not a good for me, that's not a good use of time, right? But yeah. Tayo, you're welcome. So it's not a good use of time for me, and that's why I prefer to risk a fixed amount or a fixed percentage of my account per trade. When I get to the point, because I know I will get to that point. When I get to the point where I need to use dynamic risk, I will know. You will know when you are at an advanced level in your trading, right? But as far as you are quote unquote beginner intermediate level, just stick to that thing that you know has worked for you and is working for you. The fact that you are in drawdown is as unimportant as the fact that you are in floating profits or you are up on an account. Maybe if it's an evaluation account, you have not passed that account, but you're up. Both of them are the same thing. Let me say it again. If you have a 50K account, let's say you have a 50K evaluation account and you are up 4%, right? It's the same thing as being down 4%. And what do I mean? I mean, you are still floating. You have not hit your TP on the account. You have not hit your SL on the account. You are still floating. So if you are still floating, then there's no need to worry yourself about what it is, what the results are looking like. What you need to worry yourself about is what your process is looking like and your consistency in following that process. That's what's important when it comes to trading. It's that same boring old stuff, right? So um please try and work on that. Try and work on that. If your plan is to use a fixed risk, keep on using that fixed risk, because what is likely to happen is that you are likely to get to a point where you vary that risk because you have had certain maybe a string of losses, and it's at that point where you vary that risk or you reduce that risk that you actually have some good wins. So I think I had something that happened like that for me last year, and that's when I determined that never again. I had some losses in a row. In fact, so just two or three losses in a row. And I felt like, okay, let me reduce my risk. As I reduced my risk, the next three trades were fantastic. But in fact, there was now a compound psychological effect because I I I had reduced my risk. Now I was trying to swing for the fences on those trades, and I couldn't even take profit properly on those trades. Do you get? So it's important to actually stick to that plan. If your plan is to fix your risk, you stick to it. If your plan is to vary your risk and you have a defined plan for varying that risk, you stick to it no matter what's going on. Okay, so did you exhibit any bad trading habits you might need to improve on? I didn't keep time I used to trade, which caused missing some opportunities. Okay, so this is something you need to work on. Yeah, I've seen this happen for me as well. Sometimes I come to the market and I'm like, this move happened 30 minutes ago. How was I not in the market to capitalize on it? Yeah, so I just hope my screen is still showing. All right. How would you rate your overall performance on a scale of 1 to 10? You said 4. Any suggestions? You want to improve your confidence more? How do you want to improve your confidence? You want to study the same setup over and over. All right. All the best to you. All the best to you. All right. So I guess I can go ahead and feel if you're on the stream, um drop a comment, please. Drop a comment. If you have any question, if you have any concern, anything that you would like me to talk about, drop a comment. Because once I'm done filling this, then we are probably off for the day. Um, all right. I just have something in my mind that is trying to push itself out. I hope I can get the words to say it properly. I hope I can get the words to say it properly. But pending that, let me feel this. Only son, I see you, I see you, I see you. Telegram username. I think it's just straight. So what did I do this week? I took two trades this week. Both of them were losses. None. What did I do this week? I would say I didn't overtrade. Overtrade. I saw my setups and took them. Then I also think I tried a bit to study this week. Although, of course, I'm pressed for time. I tried to study a bit this week. What were the key challenges I faced during the week? Time. No time to trade. What area did you perform poorly? Let me even see. Where is I thought I had trading view open somewhere. I do not know if it's my let me see. Um trying to see what we okay, trading views on screen. I'm trying to see what did I do this week that was I think I took a trade on GBP USD. I also took a trade on odd USD, if I'm not wrong. So I think if I'm not wrong, my trade was probably somewhere here. Is it here? Oh, this is 2 hours. No, this is a trade I could have taken. I think my trade must have been somewhere here. I took a loss there. I took something on odd USD as well. But let me see if I were to look at what the market did as opposed to, so there was this liquidity here and price came and took it out before moving to the upside. Let me see what it did on daily. Okay, so daily is clear. Took out this, expanded up. I'm not too sure there was anything I would have caught based on. Not too sure there's anything I would have caught here. Although this is looking like it's looking like there's something here I could have caught if I was paying close attention. 1 hour. Okay, I see something. I see something. I see this price giving this sweep here. Price has taken out this 4 hour. In fact, taking out this 4 hour low. Now you have this sweep here and this breakout. And then you have this creating the internal range liquidity. Now, the closest key level to that is this guy here. That's the closest. Is that? Yeah, that's the closest key level to that. So that's something I could have, or most likely I would have taken this kind of trade. Doesn't make me very comfortable. Uh, but this is something that some of us could have taken. I'm sure some of us took safe in the group. So take it to that top right there, which is a 6 hour. I think Vincent sent me this. I think Vinny sent me this and said something like GUTP was hit. Then this AUD USD. Now lately NZD USD is generally my best pair, but lately it's actually done me dirty. So I've taken it off my watch list for the time being. And I'm looking more closely at AUD USD. And let me look at it from the daily. What exactly went on here? You have this daily rejecting daily key level. And then you have, wow, I totally missed out on this. And this is my setup. Did I not trade this because of the no? I just missed it. 6 a.m. Okay. Yeah. I just missed this. But this is my setup. Clean and clear. Clean and clear. I like to put my stop loss below the low. So this would have been the trade for, I think this was Wednesday. No, Thursday morning. So this would have been the trade for Thursday morning. And that would have given maybe a 3 hour if you're being modest. 4 hour. 4 hour. So this was daily rejecting daily. 4 hour. Daily rejecting daily. 4 hour engulfing and inducement. This is my setup that I like to see. Like very, very clear, very, very clean. So this is one for the books. I should probably journal it. All right. So this is what I would have done. Um, but if it let me see what actual time. 7 a.m. Okay. Okay. So this might mean I might have to adjust. I might have to make certain adjustments. 7 a.m. is not it's not a time when I'm active. So I'll see if I can be active by 7 a.m. because it looks like since daylight savings has moved, my my entries might some of my entries might show up by that 7 a.m. Which is fine, which is cool. It's cool. All right. I think that's about it. I was filling this form. I was almost done. What area? So let me see. Timing entries. Or let me say timing slash spotting entries. Then I'm also trying to look at some of the things that Isaac has communicated, and then that fourth man has communicated recently as well, to expand my repertoire when it comes to how exactly I'm trading. Why? Because I'm busy and I'm sleeping very, 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 very late. So I'll see how I can adjust to that. So waking up super early is difficult. Now, did I exhibit any bad trading habits? I would say no, arguably. How would I rate my performance? Maybe a six. Maybe a six. I took setups that I saw. I didn't take setups that I did not see. Do you have any suggestions for improvement? Let me say sleep earlier. If possible. If possible. What will you focus on improving next week? Um, Study actually. If I can devote some time to studying next week. I don't know. How do you plan to study? Just how do you plan to do this? By studying? There's no two ways about it. But if I can devote some more time to studying, and then I also work on my schedule, work on sleeping earlier, I think would really, really help. So that's about it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you gained something. No questions in the chat. So since there are no questions in the chat, I want to say thank you guys for joining. Let's have a very, very wonderful week ahead. Enjoy Easter season. Happy Easter. Let's use this season and this period to reflect and remember the the sacrifice of Christ for us, that eternal sacrifice that has given us eternal peace. I hope we enjoy the rest of the evening and see you next week, God willing. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Okay. Um, is this stream active? Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Okay. Supreme Foot Lord, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Tayo. Denko, thank you. I hope you were around when I was reviewing your stuff. So, yeah, have a wonderful one, guys. Peace.